Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite Ravens YouTube channel and podcast, Talking Ravens all day, every day, with your host Justin P. and my MVP co-host Miss Shannon Finch. Today is episode 52. So, like I say, y'all see all the links at the bottom, for the audio version. So definitely go check that out. Subscribe to the platform on those channels, and also YouTube channel. Subscribe, share, and when you do hit subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. Go hit all. Every time me and Shannon go live, you'll be notified through your email or text message or both. All right, co-host got some fire topics today. Can't wait to get into it. So, what's yours, co-host? Go ahead, start us off.
Okay, so as I said on the last episode, leadership. And I don't know if somebody was listening to our
Mm-hmm.
podcast or watched the episode, but you saw what was said in the press conferences yesterday. It was kind of like about leadership in regards to, like what we wanted to talk about. So my question to you is this: leadership in football, what does it mean to you? Should the quarterback be deemed the leader automatically because he's the quarterback? And is it a knock on them if they are not deemed the deemed the leader, referring to the quarterback?
The thing with that is, yes, every quarterback definitely should be the leader of the team because unless it's a rookie quarterback, they got to earn their stripes, like C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, and others. But yeah, anybody's been a starting quarterback for more than I want to say 2 seasons, definitely should be the leader because, like I said, the quarterback position is the most position is the most important position in football. So all 10 people are depending on you to guide them and let them know what their what the play is, their job on each play. Breaking down coverages. Line offensive line. You telling them where to slide at, how to pick up blitzes. So you're definitely like orchestrating a lot of things. That's why quarterbacks and point guards are very similar. They're generals in a sense. They're directing everything, and also they gotta do their job as well. So they gotta make sure everybody else do their job, and they gotta do them jobs themselves. So that's why everybody can't play that position because it's a lot, and you gotta be able to retain a lot of information. So yeah, your quarterback definitely should be a leader. The only way it shouldn't be a quarterback, like I said, if it's a young guy just coming into the league, they gotta earn the respect of others. But yes, it definitely should be a quarterback. That's why, like I said, you wrapped it up. That's why teams have an offensive captain and a defensive captain. So normally, the quarterback is the offensive captain, of course, and your defensive captain is your middle linebacker because they gotta do a lot of things, similar things on the defensive side. Line everybody up, call out different plays, call out different formations, stuff like that. Make sure everybody lined up in the right gaps. So yeah, definitely a quarterback should definitely be a leader. There's no doubt about that.
I'm okay. So leadership to me in football is very important. I feel like your coach being a leader is one aspect of it, and then you need leaders on the team as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a difference between being like a vocal leader and just somebody who leads by example, and somebody who can do both.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I always like to say is I don't like for people to get outside of themselves. So whatever is you, like whatever it is that you are, I want you to be that because sometimes when you go outside of yourself, you won't get the same effect. And what I mean by that is like I'm just going to give an example, like for Joe Flacco, for instance. The same reason why people loved him early on, his Joe Cool demeanor, is why they hated him after the
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl win. It's because they felt like he wasn't much of a leader, vocal leader. He didn't do things that you would expect your quarterback to do. For me, I always felt like, but that's not Joe. It's not him, and I don't think it was in him. But also, he didn't ever have to be that guy for this team, particularly when he first came in, because of the leadership that we had. You have a guy like Ray Lewis on your team. I mean, that's not a leader you need for a team, offense or defense, right? Now,
Absolutely.
I think that it work. I think that it's good to have um, a little bit of everything on a team. A person who can lead by example, a person who can be the vocal leader, and somebody who can do a little bit of both. Roquan Smith to me is somebody who's showing that he can do both. Because like he said, he wanted to lead by example, by his actions in one way, but he's also being more vocal, getting to know the guys and the things that he's going to do as far as being a leader. One thing he said that I like was like, on paper we look good, meaning he's not buying into the hype of because we got this person, that person, we're just automatically going to win. Like, no, we still got to put this work in. We still got to go hard. Lamar Jackson said that he's more of a action type of guy, lead by example type of guy, but he wants to be more of a vocal guy. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that at all for my quarterback. Like I said, I want you to be yourself. I don't think that was Joe Flacco, but I think that can be Lamar Jackson. The reason why I think that can be Lamar Jackson is because we've seen him do it. Like we've seen him tell coaches, no, like no, I want to do this, I want to do that. We've seen him kind of be animated and not like particular things that's happening on the field. We've seen him go at a teammate and the teammate go back at him. We saw that, So I don't have a problem with anybody holding guys accountable, um, because when you do that, everybody has to be held accountable. You too, you know what I mean? So overall, I don't think it has to be the quarterback. Like if it's not in you to be a leader, you can't do it. Because and I don't want to throw him under the bus, but like Kyler Murray, it's a lot of things that come out about him as a quarterback, true or not. He doesn't seem like a guy that can probably lead a group of men just based on if we were to believe the reports. Again, I'm not saying it's true, but I'm just saying that's an example of a guy who probably can't be a leader as a quarterback because of everything else that he has going on. But I do think it's very important. I think it's also important for people to be themselves. You know what I mean? So I like what I'm hearing from the leaders of this team, which is right now Roquan and Lamar Jackson. So overall, very important. But I just want people to walk away from my opinion is just like be yourself. Like if it's not in you to be that guy, don't try to get outside yourself to be that guy. But if you have it in you to do it, speak up and do what you got to do because when you're held accountable in life, regardless of what you're dealing with, you do better on the other side. You know what I mean? But you have to be held accountable, and sometimes it hit different when it comes from a teammate versus your coach.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. So the next topic I have is about we're speaking about quarterbacks. Josh Johnson is back for a third time with the Ravens. Now, do you think he's back because of the new rule regarding carrying three quarterbacks, or do you think he's just a camp arm? I heard John Harbaugh say that he's coming in to compete for QB2 spot, like competing with Tyler Huntley. I don't know how true that is, but what do you think about it?
It could be a little bit of both. It definitely could be because of the third quarterback rule. Because like I say, you've seen what happened with the 49ers in the playoff game. I always felt like teams should always activate three quarterbacks. I never understood two quarterbacks. One quarterback get hurt. Now you only got one quarterback. Now you got to pull somebody out the practice squad.
Hmm.
And that's if the quarterback didn't get snatched off your practice squad already. So I just didn't understand that whole dynamic of playing with two quarterbacks. It was a smart move by the league, like Harbaugh said. It was a smart move on everybody, competition committee, the owners, the league office, the players love it. It just made sense football wise and business wise. Like somebody go down now, you got to put a wide
Hmm.
receiver or somebody at quarterback as an emergency quarterback. Like it just it hurts their position. That's the most important position on the field. So yeah, it definitely
Hmm.
that definitely was a great rule change. But I think like I say, it could be two things. Josh Johnson more so probably gonna be the third quarterback. Although I'm not the biggest Tyler Huntley fan, but Tyler Huntley is serviceable enough where he can still be our backup because he did win us a few games. He did play pretty okay. In 2021, he played pretty well.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. He did hurt his shoulder last year, so that might have probably contributed to his inconsistency. But we still found ways to win. So I think Josh Johnson will be fighting for the third string quarterback with what's the other kid? The kid from Delaware, and there's another guy they picked up too. So I think the first two spots at quarterback are solidified because like I said, both of them, like Lamar and Snoop been here for longer. So, you know, yeah. So Josh Johnson, is he battling the fight for number three?
Yeah, that's kind of why I say I don't know how true that is because I don't know that you offer Tyler Huntley a tender just to then say now you got to compete with somebody else just to have the backup spot. I feel like Tyler Huntley's done enough over the years that he's been here where that shouldn't even be in question. But in a spirit of competition, I get it. You know what I mean? Like you don't want to just make anybody feel like it's a given to them. But I don't think that he's going to beat Tyler Huntley out for that spot. I do think that they brought him in for more than just the camp arm. I do think they brought him in because of the new rule. We're familiar with him. He's familiar with us. It's a new offense, but it's a new offense for all the quarterbacks. So he's going to be learning, just like Huntley and just like Lamar. And I think it benefits us. Like you said, you don't want to go into games where if Lamar gets hurt, then you have Tyler Huntley and you don't have anybody who can back up Tyler Huntley. So it's a good thing. But I definitely think that it's about rule change. Um, it's definitely bigger than the camp arm. I definitely think. So I don't know if you saw Marcus Peters' comment on Lamar Jackson's post when he said Lamar was making a post about being at OTAs, and he commented and said, "I miss my folks" with a sad emoji. Do you really think that he felt at home in Baltimore playing for the Ravens?
Yeah, I saw it. It was on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, absolutely. Because we allowed him to be himself for the most part. We didn't try to, put shackles on Marcus Peters' personality. Even when him and Harbaugh had that spat, Harbaugh still let him be the same
Mm-hmm.
fiery guy. So, he basically Hobbs was real professional about it, honestly. He just brushed it off. So it was a heat of the moment. He said it happens all the time between players and coach. Sometimes it might not get caught on camera, but it happens a lot around the league. So,
Mm-hmm.
definitely, he definitely loves being here. Definitely for sure. Like, of course, he's gonna go play out. He's gonna go take visits other way because he still has he still gotta provide for him and his family. So he still gotta go take other visits. But he would definitely love to be back here, like Elias Campbell
Mm-hmm.
said. Man, he said he wanted to retire here. But it's a crazy thing called the business. So he knows that. That's why he went and played with the Falcons. But
Mm-hmm.
if it was up to him, if it was up to both of them, they both would still be in the Ravens uniform right now.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, like you said, he felt home here because we allowed him to be himself. The Chief, the Chiefs shipped him out. The Rams shipped him out. The Ravens, he played here longer than he played in those two places. And like you said, we let him be himself, even with him being fiery and going at it with coach. Like you said, John Harbaugh didn't take it personal. I do hope that it's somewhere we can bring him back. It's just certain guys that you do need to have around your team, and I feel like he's one of those guys. I don't know if he will be a starter or not. Like you said, that's just competition. Do what you got to do, but you can definitely find a role for Marcus Peters on your team. But I also understand why he would go take other visits as well. Like we said, it's a business, but hopefully we can figure out a way to bring him back. Like I really just hope that's something that we can work out because I like Marcus Peters. Like I didn't have any issues with him. I like his fieriness. Like we had the playoff game against the Titans. Like he was the first one wanting to go in the middle with their logo and like yeah, like we giving it back to y'all. Like I liked all of that. Like he fit right in. So I hope he can come back. I really do.
Yeah, I've been a fan of his since he played at Washington. So I've been a Marcus Peters guy. Like I wanted us to draft him over Brashard Perriman. I felt like we should have traded up a little bit and then got
Hmm.
and got that pick and took him because I was like, man, you got Jimmy Smith and Marcus Peters. I know we just lost Torrey Smith to San Fran, but I was like, we can get a receiver. We could have drafted Stephon Diggs in the second round and been much better off. But I get it, hindsight stuff. But I've definitely always been an MP guy.
Hmm. All right. So back to talking about Lamar. When he did his press conference, I believe that was yesterday. He said that the new offense will showcase less running and more passing. So we know all of the stats from his MVP season. Do you think that it's far fetched to think or expect that Lamar can top those stats in 2023 with the new offense and the new weapons that he has?
Absolutely. Crazy thing about his MVP stats were like, they were good numbers, but they low down they pedestrian numbers. So you want to be technical. Like he definitely could throw for he had 36 touchdowns. He definitely can surpass that. Like I said, it's now with an extra game.
Mhm.
He could probably throw for 45 touchdowns, maybe 50, depending on everything going. We need 3 for 30 with 3,127 yards. That wasn't nothing but 200 yards a game.
Mhm.
Now I could see him getting 250 against. I could see him going for between 4,200 to 4,700. He can really put up a real solid stat line. Interceptions, I don't really think he'll throw a lot of
Mhm.
interceptions. I think he'll probably be around like this, like around 6 to 8 interception range. That's around his average. And then the rushing probably will go down, which will be he's not
Mhm.
gonna rush for 1,200 yards for sure. So that'll probably be cut in half or a little under half. So I'll say between 6 to 700 yard rushing. That's what he need to be at. If he keep rushing for 1,000 yards, that means something's not right. Something's not right.
Mhm.
So those extra yards he is getting caught out in the ground. He gonna get in the air. So I'm gonna say anywhere between 4,200 to 4,500, and I'm gonna say probably like between 40 to 45 touchdown passes, easy. So I think he definitely can crush those numbers he had in 19.
Yeah, I agree. I don't. It's not far fetched at all to think that he can surpass those stats because, like you look back at it, it's not anything that's like wow. It's just that it was just like how we were beating teams. Like we were just so dominant that year, and the numbers weren't bad, but it was enough to make him a unanimous MVP. But I definitely think he can top those. Like you said, he's not going to probably run for over 1,000 yards. Um, he could probably still have that many rushing touchdowns just based on the different things you can do in the red zone and how creative they may get. Like I can still see him having that many rushing touchdowns possibly, but I definitely think the rushing yards are going to be down. His passing yards should be up, which means that the passing touchdowns should be up. So definitely, I think that he could definitely pass those stats for sure. Um, but will it be enough for him to win MVP? I don't know. Only because when you look around the league, everybody is passing and have all these gaudy stats and things like that. So it'll just depend on which the stats are, how your team performs, and all of that as well. But can he be in the MVP conversation? Absolutely.
Yeah, he's in the MVP conversation the last two
All
years,
right. So
even
we have.
so.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, he was in the MVP last two
Hmm.
years before he got hurt. So this now with a new offensive coordinator and a new revamped receiving core, absolutely. That
It
was
should
it.
be fun. Like I said, I've never been this excited about the offense.
Agreed. Same man.
So the last topic that we have is that the Ravens brought in Angelo Blackskin. Came from Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
and Roquan said he played with him as well. So what
Right.
are your thoughts on the signing? He's a defensive lineman.
Yeah, man, you've been definitely saying we need to get another defensive lineman. This probably wasn't the guy we had in mind, but the Ravens gotta do what they gotta do for us, money wise and cat wise. He probably was the cheapest available option, which makes sense. So but why I watched his tape. He's
Hmm.
definitely a solid guy, solid guy. I remember him a little bit with Tennessee. He's definitely going. He's 6'5",
Hmm.
315. Got a big body, so yeah, he definitely plays the run very well. He's good with his hands, and that's what we take pride in, especially here in Baltimore. We want to stop the run, because we don't like nobody running the ball on us.
Hmm.
So we know teams are going to get some passing yards because it's like I said, it's a passing league. So and then all the rule changes, but we never want teams to just flat out manhandle us up front. So he definitely come fit right in. And
Hmm.
he's actually a solid interior pass rusher. He had a couple sacks. I think he has a career like 16, 17 sacks. So that's not too bad for an interior defensive line. So he's definitely gonna provide some good depth, like when mm, Justin Metabike and Broderick Washington, all those guys need a blow here come in, and it won't be a huge drop off. So now that gives us 6 interior defensive linemen. Him, uh, Justin Metabike, Roger Washington, Brent Urban, Travis Jones, Big Michael Parrish, and then you got a couple undrafted free agent guys. So now we got some pretty solid depth there. So we ain't got to worry about nobody, being overworked or for injury to happen. We like, damn, now we thin there. So I like it a lot, man. He showed some pretty good
Hmm.
tape. So I like it. It's a real good sign, especially for how cheap we got him.
Yeah, like you said, it was a good sign because it's something that we needed. Um, he'll be a rotational guy. You know, I from what I've seen, I mean, they said the last year was his like worst year of his career. So hopefully, coming to Baltimore, he'll have a fresh start. He'll be, excited to be back with Roquan, somebody that he knows, and we can get a lot out of him. I mean, I don't see how it can be a bad signing. Is my point. Like it's not bad at all. You know what I mean? So it's what we needed, and we'll see what he can do once the time comes.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, and they might make more moves. I'm pretty sure he's not done because the final roster is not gonna be set until after August. So yeah, I'm gonna read a few of these comments and we'll get out of here.
Hmm.
410 easy said, do we want Lamar who's getting in Richard Ricard's ass when he's holding, or I want? What did he say? Oh, he must have. He said basically saying he want that Lamar that's gonna get on people like how he said Pat Ricard was holding and Lamar got on him. So yeah, that's true. Yeah. We definitely want to see him to be more vocal and
That's the
hold people
Lamar. That's
accountable.
the Lamar I want.
Yeah. They definitely want that. We need the quarterback to be a little fiery. He don't gotta be complete Philip Rivers, but it could be like a little smidget of it in him.
If it's in you, like like Pat Mahomes, he gets in that mode when he needs to. Like he's not fiery every game, but when he needed to get in his bag, oh, he get in his bag. It's not always directed to his teammates, but when he's mad, he's mad.
Yeah, yeah. Hindu says, "What's up, good people? What's up, Hindu? Yeah, man. So like I said, y'all go subscribe to the Road Podcast. You got good stuff going on over there. Then like I said, the roundtable him, Coach Evans. LBHT, Deep Cover Podcast, OTR Mike. All them go live every Monday on Coach Evans' channel. 2 Tallies. Y'all go subscribe to that channel. And also, like I said, August the 4th at Mango Tree, out Columbia. They're having a meet and greet, so everybody pull up. You can buy tickets on Hindu's website. Just go to this channel and they'll have all the information right there. I think it's from like 7 to 9:30 or something like that. Tickets are like $45. You get a non-alcoholic beverage. You'll get some food and stuff like that. So definitely gonna be a good time, man. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. So yeah, everyone. Man, that's it, man. Like I said, our shows now be super, super long. Sometimes they may roll over, depending on what we're talking about. But it's always gonna be between
Hmm.
25 to 30 minutes. Man, anything you want to say, Shannon, if we wrap it up?
No, that's it. I'm just excited. Like I said, hearing everybody talk yesterday, it kind of gave me a little more excitement for the offense. Because I've never been this excited to see an offense before. So to see Lamar happy about it, I'm happy about it.
Same here. Yeah, he was thrilled, man. He said, he's basically giving us the keys to the offense. So, say Flowers like it. Mark Andrews and said good things. J.K. Dobinson said some good things. So, like I said, the key is as long as we stay healthy, like we can win 12, 13 games. 11 games is the
Hmm.
floor. So, it's
Right.
just the injury bug been biting us in the butt the last 3 seasons. Injury slash COVID. So, like I said,
Hmm.
if we stay healthy because you're gonna have injuries. It's football. You're not gonna have just
Yeah.
everybody. But we have our main contributors relatively healthy for the majority of the season. I definitely see us winning the AFC North and being a top seed like we were in 2019. Like that was our last fully healthy season without guys dropping like flies. So, and like I said, you see, we did.
Hmm.
Of course, teams have gotten better, quarterbacks have gotten better, coaches have gotten better, et cetera, et cetera. But I still like our chances because, like I said, we always put together a pretty solid team to compete every year. It's just injuries always
Hmm.
derail us, especially in the end of the year. Like Lamar been getting hurt the last 2 years, like at week 12, week 13, when we ready to make that push. So it's like it's just been a little bit of luck of the draw. But I think now
Hmm.
I think the football gods are going to bless us and keep us healthy so we can try and make this run and get ring number 3. So everyone, make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube
Hope
channel.
so.
It's right there, talking Ravens all day, every day. Like I said, yeah, subscribe. Hit all when you hit the bell so you can be notified every time we go live. Sometimes our times might change depending on what we got going on. But either way, y'all still get a notification. Be back Tuesday. Same time. I'll have some pretty cool topics to talk about. So I'll get that all set up. Probably if not tonight, definitely tomorrow. But everyone have an amazing Thursday. Enjoy the NBA playoffs. The Celtic fans, hopefully, you guys can stay alive. If not, y'all gonna be joining the Lakers in couch and in Cancun. So, everybody have an amazing Memorial Day
Oh,
weekend. Go ahead, Shannon.
oh.
I'm just saying. Yeah, so
No, you took another shot at my Lakers.
I'm just saying they home. Your team made the playoffs. My team got spanked in the play in the last play-in game. So it is what it is. Everybody, our teams can't win it all the time, but enjoy the playoffs. Enjoy baseball. Orioles are doing their thing. Definitely go support them. Second in the AL East, Brandon Hyde is doing a great job. So hopefully they can keep it up after the All-Star break and all that. I'm definitely gonna try and make it to a couple games
Mhm.
myself. So everyone,
Me
make sure
too.
y'all trade Talk Ravens all day, every day with your host Justin P and my MVP co-host Miss Shannon Finch. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all those platforms. Like I said, we'll see y'all Tuesday, same bad time, same bad channel, and we are out.
Good night. Bye, Justin.
Bye, Shannon.